Hello, friends! Today, we're going to talk about 1943. Robbie Robertson, Canadian. Robbie Robertson was born in 1943. He was a Canadian musician, singer-songwriter, guitarist, and film producer. He was best known as the lead guitarist of the rock band. The band Robertson's distinctive slide guitar playing and songwriting contributions were integral to the band's classic albums, including music from Big Pink, The Band, Stage Fright, and Island. His compositions often featured intricate storytelling, vivid imagery, and a blend of rock, folk, and country influences. In addition to his work with the band, Robertson enjoyed a successful solo career. He released 5 studio albums, including the critically acclaimed 1987 albums. Throughout his career, he collaborated with numerous notable artists such as Bob Dylan, Eric Clapton, Neil Young, George Harrison, and Peter Gabriel. The group consisted of Robbie Robertson, Levin Hill, Rick Danko, Garth Hudson, and bassist Ron Hawkins. As Dylan's band, they toured extensively and recorded several albums, including the legendary 1965 album. So he turned around and said, "I don't know what you want me to do. I'm only good at playing electric." And then he gestured to Robertson and said, "Our lead guitarist will play you an acoustic set now." Their music often dealt with themes of love, loss, faith, and redemption, and their live performances were renowned for their energy and improvisational skills. His first solo album, titled Robbie Robertson, was released in 1980 and featured guest appearances by Dylan, Helm, and other members of the band. In 1987, Robertson released his second album, Story of It, which was produced by Daniel Lanois and featured a guest appearance by Peter Gabriel. In 1980, he contributed the theme song, Somewhere Down the Crazy River, to the film The Long Riders, a Western film about the James Younger Gang. He also wrote and performed the score for the 1989 film The Last of the Mohicans, directed by Michael Mann. Robertson's music for the film, which included the soundtrack single, The Huron Carnival, was highly acclaimed and won several awards, including 2 Juno Awards in 1994, Best Score and Best Music, Soundtrack, Album of the Year. He also contributed the theme song, The Treasure, to the 1991 film Back. The album was a critical success, praised for its blend of rock, blues, and world music influences. His compositions often featured intricate storytelling, vivid imagery, and a focus on characters from various walks of life. Some of his best-known songs include The Way, The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down, Up on Cripple Creek, and Somewhere Down the Crazy River. His work on the soundtracks for films like Raging Bull and The Color of Money showcased his versatility and ability to create music that enhanced cinematic experiences. Robertson's contributions to music earned him induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the Canadian Music Hall of Fame. His influence on subsequent generations of musicians is evident in the numerous covers and tributes to his songs by artists such as John Mayer, Kings of Leon, and My Morning Jacket. In 1994, he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member of the band. His unique musical style, prolific songwriting, and captivating live performances have left an indelible mark on the music industry and continue to inspire and influence musicians worldwide. He was known for his ability to create haunting, memorable melodies and his use of the pedal steel guitar. Robertson's slide guitar playing was particularly notable, and he was cited as an influence by other guitarists such as Duane Allman and Derek Truck. The same year, he was also inducted into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame. In 2005, he was awarded the Governor-General's Performing Arts Award, the highest honor for performing artists in Canada. In 1976, the band embarked on their farewell tour, which was documented in the 1978 film The Last Waltz, directed by filmmaker Martin Scorsese. The concert film featured guest appearances by numerous musicians, including Dylan, Neil Young, and Eric Clapton. Then Robertson took over the guitar and played some amazing instrumental stuff. Everyone loved it. Bringing It All Back Home, which featured Dylan's first electric performances. They played a mix of rock and roll, blues, and country music, and their performances gained them a following in the Toronto area. But the couple divorced in 1969. He then married Susan Cordero in 1978, and they had a son, Sebastian. In 2016, he published an autobiography titled Testimony. Robertson passed away on August 9th at the age of 80. His passing was announced by his manager, who stated that he died peacefully at home after a long battle with cancer. That marriage ended in divorce. In 1989, Robertson's third wife was Janet whom he married. In 1993, they had a daughter. Before divorcing in 2005, Robertson also contributed music to various films, including Martin Scorsese's Raging Bull and The Color of Money, for which he received Academy Award and Golden Globe nominations. Robertson's impact on music was recognized with induction into multiple halls of fame, including the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member of the band and the Canadian Music Hall of Fame. The album was a critical and commercial success, praised for its blend of rock, folk, and country music and its introspective lyrics. One of the standout tracks on the album was The Weight, which showcased Robertson's songwriting skills and featured a memorable guest appearance by Dylan. His influence on musicians across generations is evident in the numerous tributes and covers of his songs by artists like John Mayer, Kings of Leon, and My Morning Jacket. But before we continue, please subscribe. It really helps me out. Thanks. His father, Edward Robertson, was a factory worker, and his mother, Elizabeth, was a homemaker. Robertson grew up in a working-class neighborhood and was exposed to various musical influences, including jazz, blues, and country. One of his early influences was blues musician blind Willie McTell, whom he saw in a movie when he was 12 years old. This encounter had a profound impact on Robertson and inspired him to learn guitar. He began taking guitar lessons at the age of 13 and quickly developed a passion for the instrument. Early life and influences. Robbie Robertson was born on July 5, 1943, in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. The band. In the early 1960s, Robertson formed a band called the Hawks with some of his friends from high school. In 1964, the Hawks became the backing band for American singer-songwriter Bob Dylan during his tour of Canada. This marked a significant turning point in their career. After Dylan went on to play at the famous Newport Folk Festival in 1965, the audience booed when he plugged in an electric guitar because they wanted him to play acoustic music. In 1968, the group changed their name to the band and released their debut album, Music from Big Pink. Throughout the 1970s, the band continued to release critically acclaimed albums, including the band Stage Frightened Islands. Following the band's breakup in 1980, Robertson pursued a successful solo career, film music, and later career. In addition to his work with the band and as a solo artist, Robertson wrote and performed music for several films. Throughout his career, Robertson was recognized with numerous awards and honors. Personal life and legacy. Robertson was married 3 times. His first marriage was to Dominique Bourgeois in 1963. In his later years, Robertson continued to make music and appeared on the documentary series Vinyl Tap, Musical Style and Legacy. Robertson's musical style was characterized by his distinctive slide guitar playing and his ability to blend genres such as rock, folk, and country. As a guitarist, Robertson was influenced by various artists, including blues musician blind Willie McTell and rock and roll pioneer Chuck Berry. Beyond his musical talents, Robertson was respected as a songwriter and film producer. Overall, Robbie Robertson's legacy as a Canadian musician, singer-songwriter, guitarist, and film producer is one of exceptional talent, creativity, and innovation. Thank you. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up. Until next time,